This is the video review for Transformers Generations Dirge. Straight away you can tell he's a Seeker, classic Seeker mold, and because of that you'll know that in terms of playability and such, he won't be that impressive. But because of this, I think that Hasbro knows this, and what they tend to do, in my opinion, is then invest more time on presentation. If you look at the colors on this, actually for any Seeker release, you'll know that they always look really good. This blue in particular, it's only a slightly different shade of blue from the Dark Mount or Straxus mold, but it's different enough and it pops. It works really well, especially up against this. I don't even know if this is a goldish, brownish color, which when I describe it sounds terrible, but looks phenomenal. And then these highlights, these red and white stripes that go down here, like they start here and they continue over here, great. And then those Decepticon symbols look awesome. I've always had a thing for faction symbols that are outlined in white, and here, totally justifies that argument. It just pops, it looks great, and it's in purple. So, a dark purple, but purple nonetheless, and that looks awesome. But yeah, vehicle mode or alt mode looks great. Sadly, unlike his buddy Thrust, he does not have the chromed out cockpit. It is just plastic in there, plastic black. Doesn't look too bad. I don't really mind too much for it. So there you go. That's just a basic overall look at his alt mode. To get him transformed, it's just the same as any Seeker. Just take off the missiles. Oh. The feet come down. The legs pop out. And then the chest cavity opens. And at the same time, you can flip his upper wings like this. And pop his arms out. Break the nose cone. Turn it. Turn the head out. Push it all down together. Let's see. His fists pop out. And then, of course, you just have to reattach his missile launchers. And there you have him in his robot mode. Let me just adjust this camera. And right away, he is a striking figure. Like I said, in terms of articulation and playability, he probably isn't the best one out there, and because of that, they do focus a lot more on the detail and the paint apps on this figure, which, just great all around. He's, again, the same blue, only now this time he's got these red accents everywhere, like on the top of his foot, here on his belt. Even back here you can see the red is popping through that wing. Up here he's got silver as opposed to Thrust's gold. And he has a Decepticon symbol. Oh, I should pop those back in, actually. There we go. A Decepticon symbol right on the middle of his chest. And like I said, I love it when they have the faction symbols outlined in white. And because of that, it just pops out so much more and looks so incredible. The head sculpt, his eyes are a red. There you go, you can see a bit better there. Same face, though, as the Thrust mold. Just the red eyes. Didn't really expect that to change. But again, looks very good. Alright, so for comparison's sake, here he is with the Thrust figure. Uh-oh. Doesn't want to stand. Come on. And there you have it, they are together. And they both look phenomenal. Like, again, with any Seeker's mold, a lot of the time went into the paint apps to make them just pop out and look really good. You can tell they do share the same the same sort of goldish band on their shoulder. But apart from that, the painting or the paint apps are just a little bit different everywhere, enough to distinguish them both. The wings, you can tell on Thrust, has the larger top wings, so he does seem to pop out and jut out a little bit wider, as opposed to Dirge's big wings on his feet, which give him the huge triangular feet thing going on there. He takes up a lot of space when you put him against another figure. Like when you position them side by side, you always have to make sure he's either standing just ahead or just behind, so that they don't run and crash into each other. But yeah, not really much more to be said about this figure, other than that he looks great. I don't know why, like, everything about these secret molds should tell me, you know what, I shouldn't go out and buy them, just because they're not really that awesome actual figures to move around and play with, but they always look so phenomenal. Just standing there, they look great. And case in point here, right, they both look great. If I could only choose one, it would still be Thrust, because I love the maroon color on the chestnut still. It's a weird combination, and it totally works. I do like his top wings that are bigger, but Dirge isn't too far off. Dirge is still a great figure to have. And so I would still give him a definite recommend to buy. If you see him on store shelves, definitely pick him up. But yeah. This was Transformers Generations Decepticon Dirge.